Today I am going to tackle this Sago palm. And yes, you do need leather gloves when you decide to start cutting these things. I've already pulled the seeds out, and the majority of them did not float. I think I got about 8 seeds out of this whole plant. And this does not play. It's not friendly. It's not warm and fuzzy. There's nothing nice about this plant at all. So let me show you the seeds that I did find from a Sago palm at the end of someone's driveway. I hit the mother lode. And here we go. All of these I pulled from a Sago palm right off of Kate Road. And sorry about that. And every one of them floated but 2. And that's pretty good. Now, the ones I pulled out of my Sago palm, I've already soaked them for about a week and pulled the flesh and the meat off of them. And did that today, and I'll show you what that looks like when I got them in the tray. Okay, I went out and got some mushroom compost, and these are my seeds. Well, I can't really do a good job of focusing, but these are the only ones that I yielded out of my Sago palm. I only got 9. No. And I initially went out today to get 7 more, but then I saw that Sago palm at the end of that guy's driveway, and I said I've got to have those. And I'll show you on another video what I'm going to do with that. So far so good. Okay, back to the Sago palm. See, they're mean. They're just mean, mean, mean. I only have one glove, and it's a left-hander. So I'm cutting with my right hand, which, you know, I'm right-handed anyway. And they stab and they draw blood. They're not nice. So Mr. Toby and his non-opposable thumbs has decided to come join me and help. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all these brown limbs out of it and clean it up real nice and neat. Make sure I don't have any seeds on the ground because they will kill your dog. And I'll show you what it looks like when I get done. Okay, I am in this Sago palm, and this is what I'm doing. I'd rather cut off or leave some at the top and decide what I'm going to do with them after I get all this bottom part taken off, because you can't put them back. So what you do is you cut them as far up to the trunk as you can, and once you get everything cleared out, then you can go in there and cut off these the excess that you had to leave behind, because this is, like I said, not friendly, and it will poke you, stab you, jab you, do everything but kill you. Well, found out something good. I had to wear my left-handed glove on my right hand. So anyway, these old ones, they just fall right off. So that's not reaching up here and cutting as much as I thought. Just thought I'd share. Sorry the video's shaky. Okay, this is where I am right now. That took me about, I don't know, 10 minutes. An extra 10 just to find a saw. I can't find my good hand saw, so I ended up with this thing. I had a tree I had to cut out, and then this is the only friends that Sago palms have. This was all tied up in there, and it's some kind of vine. If you live in the South, you know what this is. I don't know the name of it, but they're highly unfriendly too. I mean, even in death, these things are just evil. So far, this is how far I've gotten. Now I've got to decide how many of these limbs I'm going to cut off of it. And I got the dog tethered over there, so when I clean this thing out, he won't get in it and get sick. So let me back up a wee bit. Yeah, I got cut down those. But they're coming to deliver the crushed gravel, and I need to have all this cleaned out so I can spread it and level it. So this is that thus far. I'll come back when I have it completed. I've got the middle of it cleaned out. If I killed it, then that's just too bad, because I am not fond of this thing. It draws blood, and all I'm trying to do is clean it out, get these seeds up, because I'm afraid they'll drop, and get down underneath here where the dog can get them. See, there's one right over there. Need to pick that up. So I'm going to have to get down here and clean with my, hands and gloves, obviously. But this is what I've got so far. And I noticed that it's getting all brown and yellow and not very attractive. So I thought that I would just take off all the leaves except for the top 2 branches, whatever. Yeah, just take all of them off except for the new ones that just came out not too long ago, and then this bottom, just the second row. So leave the top 2 rows and just clear out the rest of it, because this is not very friendly. And I need to get that air conditioner out of the window. It's not even necessary. That looks like trash anyway. So that's what I'm gonna do, and bleed some more. I'll be back. I'm gonna get a little tricky here, because I said I was gonna take off or leave the top row and the first and second row. Well, this leaf is dying, and it is on the second row. So yeah, it's on the second row. This is it. See, it's on the second row. So I'm just gonna have to do what I gotta do. I mean, it's not like this is out in the front yard where everybody can see it and ooh and ah and come look at it. So I just gotta do what I gotta do. I'll show you what it looks like when I get done. Okay, to play it safe, since I have a dog and I am a responsible pet owner, I have decided to lift up all my landscaping fabric and just lay it back down on top of everything, so that way he can't get into it. And plus it'll be all nice and clean. Not that it really matters to put the crushed concrete down. I have to move all these pavers anyway. So this is the finished product. I think the back needs a few more removed, but we'll see. Instead of cutting off all of these limbs, as I call them, I just cut at an angle to get rid of the yellow as much as I could. I mean, just because I don't like it doesn't mean I have to be completely vicious. I say that for unseemly people who can't learn that felonies are not a career. So, having said that, there you go. I think it looks pretty good. It definitely looks better than it did. And I want to keep the dog tied up until I get this taken care of. So I will show you what that looks like when I'm done. Okay, I have gotten this all just flipped over. That way anything that was on it just fell right back down. And I temporarily put some pavers I made, stepping stones, and then surrounded it with landscaping fabric. The Sago, I surrounded it with landscaping fabric. That way, in case any seeds fell, they're covered up. And so I think all in all it turned out pretty good. Let me step way back. And now I think it's okay enough for me to be able to finish painting. I think it's going to be alright. I just got to get that air conditioning unit out of there. It was temporary, and it's no longer serving any purpose. And when that guy comes to fix the stucco on the other wall, I can get this one done. I'm not really sure how this even happens. I mean, I understand how it happens, but how you didn't fix it, because varmint and all that other stuff gets in there. But I think this is a hell of a lot better than it was, and I'm glad I did it. Would I do it again? I think I'd hire out. That was a little too much that was a little too painful. I just, yeah. So next I'm going to start on this grapefruit tree. Probably today in a few minutes. I got to go get some more tea. I got to get it off this house or the apartment. And so I'm going to cut off the smaller branches and then hit the bigger branches later. So I'll go ahead and get started on that. I just had to do this so that when they delivered the crushed rock, I need to put some landscape fabric there. But and I need to remove this thing. So at any rate, I had to get it done before the crushed rock, and plus I left my paint outside and it got too cold to paint today, and I got to pressure wash all that down, and I got to prime this wall because it turns the paint darker. I don't know what's with that, and then just be done with all this. So that's what I've done so far today. I'll show what I've done with the grapefruit tree in a minute.